are you today? I hope that everyone's doing fine, in a good condition, safe, and happy. Of course, don't forget to be happy. My name is Dara Apila Setia, and I have something in my mind right now, and I really like to share it with everyone who's watching it right now. So please prepare yourself. Now, I've been thinking about this world. Yes, this tiny little place where we live in. We, human beings, share the same place to live from the very beginning. When I was little, I always thought that world is just around my neighborhood. Every day, I would explore this world by going to the field and just running around, picking some flowers, catching butterflies, and stuff. And I really miss those moments when everything seems so simple and easier. Anyway, that's all I know about this world because back then, my house, my family, my neighborhood, and the field where I used to play, that's all my world. But as the time goes by, I realized that my perception about the world is quite wrong. I didn't say it's completely wrong because that's what I believed when I was a child, but the world is big. In fact, it's huge and diverse. There's so much diversity in this world, things that I never imagined it exists in this small world. Well, maybe I shouldn't say small anymore because it is a big world. It's not a right word to use. So, like I said earlier, there is so much diversity in this world, such as culture, religion, nationality, race, gender, sexual orientation, and many more. And of course, this can happen because we live in such a big world and we can't be the same, like completely same. I think the differences itself that makes this world, our world, better. It gives us color, makes this world so much interesting. Never I thought for a second that this diversity could cause harm to anyone, but sadly, in reality, it is entirely different. Right now, every time I open my social media, I will always find hate comments about these differences. Every single time. There are arguments everywhere. It don't have to be huge issues like culture or religion. Sometimes it's just a small little things that we shouldn't have to agree or argue about, such as do you pour your milk or cereal first? I mean, it's not just like funny arguments or people doing it just for fun. It is a real argument and people fight about these issues for real. And I don't know why, but for some people out there, they just can't accept differences in their life, even it's just a slight difference. Those people always think if something is different from their view or beliefs, then it's wrong. End of discussion. And yes, I found this type of person a lot. And they're real people. They're not using fake account or stand account. And if they saw something that is against their belief, they will bash it right away. Scary, I know. And of course, we all have different opinions about something, and we don't have to agree with that or against it. My beliefs or my point of view about something is different than yours, and it's totally okay. You don't have to agree with me all the time, and I don't have to agree with you. But if we didn't share the same thoughts, are we supposed to throw hate to each other? I don't think it's right either. We need something, and what we need is tolerance. If we talk about differences, we have to talk about this too. It's essential. Tolerance. And for those who don't know what tolerance is willingness to accept behavior and beliefs that are different from your own, although you might not agree with or approve them. And from that short explanation, you can imagine how important is it, right? In this diverse world. But actually, not only tolerance, we also need compassion. And compassion is to recognize the suffering of others and take action to help them. Everyone, being tolerant about something doesn't mean that we have to agree with their opinions or follow their beliefs, but simply respect them. Don't say some negative words towards them. Trust me that we don't want to hear your hurtful or negative opinion about something. If you don't have something nice to say, then don't say it at all. Just save it for yourself. Now I will give some example of how this tolerance and compassion work. Like I said earlier, there are so much differences around us, and I'm not going to talk about big differences such as religion or culture or gender. No, I'm going to talk about small little things, yet it still matters. Now, I believe that every single one of you have different interests, right? Such as music, fashion style, movie genre, and favorite foods. Take an example. I like pop music with slow rhythm and meaningful lyrics. I also prefer song with English lyrics because I like to sing along and enjoy the vibe of the song. I like to do karaoke and just sing every single word of that song. And but my friend, on the other hand, she likes an EDM type of music with loud and energetic music, the beat also on point, and she also likes Korean music. The lyrics are written completely in Korean since it's a Korean song. And what's my response should be? Am I should say this to her? Like, why are you listening to that type of music? The beat and the loud sound making me dizzy. And how can you sing along to a language that you don't even understand? Why don't you just listen to my type of song? It's way better than yours. Or I can just simply tolerate her interests, let her enjoy her music, put on my earphone and listen to my own interests without disturbing her and let her be. I'm sure that the second option sounds really peaceful and saving our energy, right? And that is tolerance. I don't have to like or listen to her music or give any comments about it. I just respect her and her interests and not saying any negative stuff to her, even though I hate this type of music. But just a disclaimer, it's just an example. I don't hate any particular music. I also enjoy those type of loud and EDM music. I'm just using this for an example. No hate, uh, no hard feelings, no offense to anyone. It's just a example. It's just an example. And for compassion, I want you to try to be in her position. Imagine that you're walking on in her shoes. Imagine that right now you just discover a perfect song. You feel about it, you listen to it 24/7, you related to the song and the lyrics so much, and it makes you really, really happy. But suddenly, someone said that the song is annoying and terrible, and it's just not as good as other songs. I don't know about you, but for me, it hurts when people say something negative about my interest and I can be offended by it. And I think that we don't like it, right? So let's not do that to other people. Everyone, hating on something, mocking their interests or religion, culture, beliefs, it doesn't make you cool, special, funny, or better than them. It just makes you ignorant, like pure ignorant. Just because they're different from us doesn't mean they're wrong. Just because you don't like the song or this type of music doesn't mean that the music or the song is bad. It's just not your color, and it's okay. And it's different. People might like it and you don't, and we should respect that. Differences can start a conflict, but with tolerance and compassion, those differences are no longer problems that create a distance between us. It makes us closer instead. It can strengthen us and we can learn from each other, because at the end of the day, we're all the same, we're all human, and we need to remember this always. We're equal, and this world doesn't revolve around us. We live alongside with other people, so we need to respect them, every single one of them, without any exception. And being tolerant actually is not a hard thing to do. It's a human character alongside with compassion. But people just forget about it. And now there's already enough hate and negativity in this world. So I want this to be a reminder for all of us, also for me, to treat people better and be kind, be nice to one another without exception, so this world can be better. And because of this negativity and hate in this world, we should change this, and I believe we can change this and make this world better for all of us. And we can start changing it by being tolerant and compassion about the differences. And that's pretty much I can share right now, and you might disagree with it, and it's totally okay because it is 100% my opinion, and you can disagree with this, of course. But thank you so much for bearing with me, and I apologize if there's any mistake in my speech. Stay healthy and stay happy. Thank you so much.